And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, here's Stafford. Room to run inside the 40. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going at quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Out of the gun, Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Kayvon Webster there to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On the ball, on the ball. Big 20, big 20.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Watson, forced out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Down! Green the line! Green the line!
Here's Watson operating from the gun. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. Finding some room at midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Cullen. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Right there! All day, baby!
Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Third and long, it's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. For left side, complete. That's Fuller. And he lost the football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
This is Cohen on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford shrugs the tackle. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a handoff looking right. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, tag 58 here, tag 58.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. So they will go for it. Stafford throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Back to throw. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And Gold is able to put it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone.
Hey, 4 down. Sprint right.
From the red zone now, Stafford flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, Watson escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On first down, it's Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Black 22! Black 22!
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Okay, it was fourth down, but you still had time here in the fourth quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
And they'll go on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're going to face a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, we got 4 people. Hey. Yeah, I need one over here.
On third down, it's Cohen, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
This will be taken at the 10. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, who waiting?
Operating from the gun, Watson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 58 yards. Again, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and goal from the 1. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On 3rd down, that's Cohen. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson now. Going to throw again. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll be at home.